man, where do I even begin? So we got some pocket watchers. All right. We got some, and I'm gonna try to be as calm as possible during this entire conversation. Because honestly, it's just sickening, bro. I don't like seeing adults. I don't like seeing adults do this shit. I think it's pathetic, to be honest with you. I think it's actually really, really pathetic for adults to pocket watch other adults for whatever reason that may be, out of obviously jealousy. I'm gonna put it to you like this: you don't pocket watch anyone unless it's out of jealousy or envy. There's no other reason to pocket watch someone unless you're trying to, I don't know, fucking stalk a scamming, like, what would you even like? Like Gerard the completionist, right? Like what do you like a fucking scam fund or something. But other than that, you don't pocket watch someone. Nick says, what is pocket watching? Okay, so pocket watching is when a grown adult is obsessed with how much money somebody else is making instead of themselves. That's what pocket watching is. So that's like me saying all the time on Twitter about Cult Classic Cage and how much money she makes. Or if Cult Classic Cage did this, gee, how much money does she make? What it's like, why are you pocket watching? There's no reason to pocket watch anybody other than you're jealous or you're envious. It's the only reason why one adult would pocket watch another. So anyway, we got some posts to go through. So let's go through some stuff one by one. Is it like hate watching? It's like hate watching someone's money, basically, right? It's like hate watching someone's money. That's the best way to kind of explain it, I guess. So we got a post here that I made, that I did today. It was like one of the first things I did, and it came from this. All right. So hold on. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. This was yesterday's post. You know what's probably better? I start here anyway. So it all started with this. All right. And again, I don't make videos on this bitch. I don't talk about her. I don't care. But I have to talk about her in order to give you the context of the person that I really want to talk about, which is Steinberg. We're going to talk about Steinberg in like 5 minutes. So let me give you the context of how all of this started. So this all started because Alyssa Mercante decided to make a entire Saturday night stream of 3 hours and almost 200 super chats about her in 3 super chats. And then she tried to claim that it was sexual harassment. And then she even stalked and tagged some of the people who super chatted. So what she did was she looked up their accounts on X based off their usernames on YouTube. And she put the 2 and 2 together, and then she started tagging them, one of which was Joshua Clark. And I know Joshua Clark is in the chat right now. Another one is Kira. Kira is another one. So anyway, so this particular one, she says, in quotes, this isn't a harassment campaign. And then she says, people paid to have these jokes read out loud. And then she tags Joshua Clark. She tags Joshua Clark. Shout out to you, man. Let me bring up your chat really quick because I know you're here. Where are you? Right here. Joshua Clark. So she tags Joshua Clark and she says, how much did you pay to sexually harass me? Bro, what? What? This is the reason why words are losing meaning, right? This is the reason why. Because I want you guys to understand the amount of steps that she had to go through to even claim that this is sexual harassment. You guys ready for this? Number one, she has to click on my channel like she did already. Hi, Alyssa. She had to click on my channel, number one. Number two, she has to then watch my stream that she told everybody she doesn't watch. Hi, Alyssa. Number two. Number three, she had to skip the warning that is at the beginning of the stream, warning everybody about crude humor and that if you might get offended, so don't watch. Literally, right here, watch.
The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
So you had to ignore that warning. You ignored that warning and chose to continue to watch, which is literally what the fucking warning says. If you choose to continue to watch, you might end up crying, which you literally just did on Twitter. So it's like the warning exists for a reason. It's a fucking embodiment of what you just did. And you know that's what you did. So you ignored the warning. You clicked on a channel that you say you're not subscribed to. You watched the stream that you say you don't watch. And you passed a warning that was literally meant for people like you. So you passed 3 different blockades. And then you decided to watch my stream and get offended over jokes that were said, by the way, not just about her. Because out of the almost 200 super chats, 3 or 4 might have been about her. But over 40 of them must have been roasting the panel itself, right? It must have been roasting us. I know I got roasted like 5 times. Somebody made a Smash JT fucking gay joke about me. You don't see me claiming sexual harassment. So anyway, she ended up tagging Joshua Clark and tagging him and saying, how much did you pay to sexually harass me? Wow. I can't wait to see if you could get that passed in court. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This person who was doing a live stream that I didn't have to go to, who was hosting it on a YouTube channel that I don't have to watch, who was doing super chats that I didn't have to read. Yeah, he sexually harassed me. Yeah, good luck with that, bro. Good luck with that. What a fucking retard. Unbelievable. That is retarded behavior. But anyway, let's continue. In before ableist. Now you're an ableist? Go suck a dick, allegedly. Anyway, so I put out the warning, like I said. So I flat out said, you know, Jesus Christ, I don't do videos about you. I don't talk about you. This is the first time I talked about her in like maybe a few weeks, I think. Maybe a few weeks, something like that. First time I talked about her. And the only reason I talked about her last time was in reference about Smash JT's lawsuit. So it goes to show when the last time I don't talk about this bitch. She's boring. It's so clearly obvious that it's for attention. All of this is for attention. Every single bit of it is for attention. So congratulations, you're getting a little bit of attention while I give context talking about Steinberg. But again, I said, I don't talk about you. I don't stream about you. She's like a bad fucking SCD that keeps coming back. Reading super chats is the thing. I'm not going to be rude to my subscribers. If she had a fan base, she would understand this. They were also super chatting, roasting us. Did she skip those? Did it not fit the narrative? Of course it didn't. Then I said there is a trigger warning at the start of every show. She chose to ignore it and continue to watch, which is exactly what the warning says. And then I said, you're unbelievably fucking pathetic. This is why I haven't done videos on you, even when relevant things happen. It's fucking boring at this point. And you guys know, like, at the end of the day, bro, there's so many videos that I could have did within my legal rights. I could have did so many videos recently about Alyssa Mercante, all the shit that she said. I could have. I just chose not to because it's fucking boring. Even Atreus. Atreus made a few videos. He had a ton of views off of that shit. I didn't care because there's other more important shit to talk about. She's not important to talk about anymore. It is not relevant to talk about her anymore. So anyway, it's an obvious plea for attention. So let's talk about what we really want to talk about, which is good old Steinberg or whatever the fuck his name is. Let's talk about Steinberg. So now we have another urinalist who lost his. Now you understand the context. You got the full context of it. Now let's talk about Mr. Jake Steinberg, Mr. Steinberg. Right, so look at what Mr. Steinberg said. Look at this fucking loser. Look at this absolute pathetic loser. Jake Steinberg, a urinalist whose account is protected right now. He says the thing dumb fucks miss is that it's not about these words coming out of a harasser's mouth, though Jeff has said equally fuck stuff. It's by the way, I guess he's implying that I'm a harasser because I'm reading super chats. I'm a harasser because I'm reading super chats. I'm a harasser because I'm reading super chats on my stream that she chose to watch, that she doesn't actually have to watch. That's like me going into a fucking comedy club and getting offended when I was warned that there is offensive content potentially inside that comedy club, and I chose to go anyway. Why would you do that? I have no idea. But anyway, nobody told you to click my channel. Nobody told you to click my stream. Nobody told you to watch the stream. But you just can't fucking help yourself. That's really what it is. You can't help yourself. I don't know what it is. Is it my voice? I have no fucking idea. Anyway, so it's not about these words coming out of the harasser's mouth. It's about knowingly cultivating and profiting off of a space that encourages and celebrates this behavior. And there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. What it's always about. What is it always about? Money. It's always about money. Because people like Jake Steinberg are gaming urinalists that, unfortunately for them, is not exactly a very profitable avenue, especially right now. So the only thing they have going for them, since it's not money, is attention. They will do anything for relevancy. Anything they possibly can. So what does he do? He starts pocket watching. And again, this whole narrative of you're a harasser because you read super chats about me. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. That's not going to hold up anywhere and any court in the United States of America. So I don't know what you're trying to do, but that sounds absolutely fucking retarded. So then he says again that we're knowingly cultivating. So apparently I am cultivating a space that encourages and celebrates this behavior. What behavior? Because we all know the behavior, what it really is, which is open and free speech as much as humanly possible. I will never silence anybody within means, obviously. I won't do any hardcore slurs because, number one, it's not my vocabulary. And number two, I'm not going to risk my channel for that shit. But ultimately, people can speak pretty fucking free on Saturday Night Hypnosis. And they know that. They can speak about pretty much almost anything. They could joke about pretty much almost anything. There's very little limits there. Because I want an open platform. I want people to be able to speak their mind as much as humanly possible. And I also want that for my chat. I want that for my chat. I want my chat to be able to speak about whatever they potentially want to speak about, within reason, obviously. There's very little limits here. So, unfortunately for these fucking psychopathic communists, a free speech, avenue is not exactly something they're looking for. Right? A free speech avenue is not something that interests them. They want censored speech. So they're trying to utilize our stream in order to advocate for it, or at least form a narrative that can support it. So they try to say, oh, we're cultivating a space. Yeah, I'm cultivating a space. Absolutely. You motherfuckers ain't doing that. You're too goddamn lazy pocket watching everybody else and too busy being a fucking loser that you're so worried about what a VTuber is doing. Bro, you got felted by a VTuber. How the fuck are you getting destroyed by a VTuber? How is that even possible? Seriously, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself because you talk all this shit about people hiding behind profiles. Bro, you're getting destroyed by them. How are you getting destroyed by someone who doesn't even show their fucking face? It's embarrassing. Anyway, so he runs a website that's pretty unhinged, right? He runs a pretty unhinged website, but he's allowed to do that. I mean, at this point, anybody who wants to consume his content is more than welcome to, right? But unfortunately for him, that's not many people, but you're allowed to do that. So anyway, so he decided to make this into a big thing and simp and fucking white knight and try to get her to sleep with him for the 20th time. That clearly didn't work. Anyway, so then I said, hey, genius, how exactly am I harassing someone who I don't make videos on anymore? Because she's irrelevant and boring, who I didn't invite to my stream, that she joined to her own accord and watched, like she does with every stream. Hi, Alyssa. And who I wasn't speaking to directly in any way by reading super chats from a supportive community. And I said flat out, you are more fucking fake than Jim Sterling's massive tits. Because that's really what you are. I think Jim Sterling's tits are more real than you. Imagine that. How is that even fucking possible? How do I have more faith in Jim Sterling's titties than I do you? It doesn't make any sense. And then he says, let's talk. I said, let's talk about what's really about money, which it is. It's about money. It's always about money. It's always money. Every single goddamn one of you pretend to care about this shit online. Always bring the conversation back to money. And let it be known, it's not even just them. It's not just them. It's every fucking fence sitter on YouTube as well. All these fence-sitting content creators that want to pretend to be totally nuanced. I'm totally nuanced. No, at the end of the day, they always bring up money too. You guys know. I've shown you some of them. They always talk about money. Once you press them enough and you question them enough, they're going to be like, well, you're just rage baiting for cash. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's about money, you envious piece of shit. That's really what it is. So the fence sitters are like that. The fucking games journalists are like that. They're always worried about your fucking money. They're pocket watching you because at the end of the day, they know they're unsuccessful and they don't like it. And the sad thing is, I'm not even that big of a channel. Smash JT has 20-something thousand subscribers more than I do. Fucking Geeks and Gamers got 300 some odd, 400 some odd thousand. Like, I'm the small guy here and you're pocket watching me? Why? Why? I wonder why. You should be focusing on your own channels. You should be focusing on your own fucking websites, journalists. I know you got a Substack, right? You got a Substack, Steinberg. So why don't you focus on your Substack? Oh, no, you too worried about everybody else's subscribers. Oh, damn, that sucks. That sucks. So then I said, they are cult. I just repeated what he said. They were over 190 super chats that night. My community tells me terrible dad jokes and super chats for fun. 3 of the jokes were about Alyssa Mercante out of over 190. She chose to be in that stream. She chose to watch the stream. She chose to screenshot the stream, and she chose to run a victim narrative from the stream. She also chose to ignore the adult human warning at the start of the stream. But you care about none of this. Why? Because it's about money. It's always about money for you fucking losers. You are so busy complaining how someone else makes money that you never focus on yourself. It is not my fault that the establishment that you work for is dying due to your own actions, but no one was complaining that you were making money while spewing bullshit in your articles on a daily basis and pretending it's a piece of work. If a free and open platform for discussion and humor, sometimes crudeness offends you, then perhaps you should not watch a show that warns you of said nature of the content before you watch it. If you ignore the warning, then you would choose to be offended by continuing to watch, which is exactly what the warning says. If people donating to someone they want to support offends you, then perhaps you should focus on leveling up your own experience in life. Pocket watching someone as a grown man is the most pathetic shit a man can do. Imagine having a last name such as Steinberg and being envious of a fucking VTuber. And then I said, no matter how hard you try, you will never change this space. No matter how hard you pocket watch, you will never control other people wanting to donate. No matter how hard you try to get us banned, we would just grow past whatever ban you succeed at, if any. No matter how hard you whine and complain about it online, usually on X, ironically, and not Blue Sky, you will never become successful outside of your dying games journalism career. You got outplayed by a goddamn VTuber. You got outplayed by a white dude in a sex shack. You're getting outplayed by a multitude of successful content creators on this platform that are too busy talking with their community and engaging with them in a fun, meaningful way while you are talking down to your community, if you even have any, and trying to yell at them from your ivory tower. Keep watching, because 2025 is going to be a great year, and it seems you can't help yourselves but to watch anyway. So, again, very, very simple. These people are grown-ass adults that are worried about what everybody else is doing and not worried about what they're doing. They're angry that you're talking about the industry because they rely on the industry, right? They rely on the industry. They need the industry to survive. And they know that as the industry dies, they will die with the industry. And they don't like it because they don't have the ability to be successful outside of the industry. They need Big Daddy Corpo in order to survive. Nobody subscribed to his Substack. Nobody watches his fucking articles. Nobody reads his shit. And he knows that. So once he loses his main journalism job, he's fucked. Now he's got to go find something else to do. And it can't be a YouTuber. It can't be a content creator. And so it makes them melt down a little bit. It makes them quite angry. You know what I'm saying? It makes them quite angry about it. So ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to give a nice little shout out to Jake Steinberg, because this is going to be the only time I talk about you as well. With the same thing about Alyssa Mercante, I don't want to talk about her. She's fucking boring. I don't want to talk about you either. What I notice about you journalists is that, considering that you're such a dying breed, you're doing anything and everything to try to figure out how to stay relevant. And I'm not going to help you in that. I'm too busy focusing on the industry. Whether that might be Hollywood or whether that might be the gaming industry, I'm too busy focused talking about other things other than journalists. I don't feel like talking about journalists anymore because they're absolutely fucking useless. They're literally useless. I do not care about anything they do. I do not care about anything they say. This is it. This is genuinely it. And ultimately, I know it's a bit of a balance, right? Because I have to speak for my stream, right? Saturday Night Hypnosis, my panel. I have to speak for my panel. I will always defend my panel. Not that I feel like we need defending, right? Not that we feel like, trust me, we don't need defending. I don't need to defend these people. They could defend themselves, but still, that's my show. And I will absolutely speak for it every chance that I get. It's a growing show. One of my goals this year was to get Hypnocast and especially Saturday Night Hypnosis to over 1,000 concurrent viewers every time I go live. Hypnocast, since I do it every day, sometimes it's a hit or miss. Usually I average about 800. Sometimes I do go over 1,000, give or take. But anywhere from 800 to 1,100 is probably the number. And I'm very happy about that. I managed to grow the solo stream to that level. But Saturday Night Hypnosis has been over 1,000 viewers for the last like 2 months now. Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 viewers at any given time. And I'm very proud of that. So I'm going into 2025 to continue to grow my channel, to grow my streams, and just to grow overall as a content creator. And these fucking losers are still, in 2025, I guarantee you, gonna be pocket watching. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? They're going to be in 2025 pocket watching the same way they're pocket watching in 2024. They're like, oh, what is Hypnotic doing? He's cultivating. Bitch, the community's already cultivated. All right, you're talking about cultivating? No, it's already cultivated. We're already eating now we're eating off of it now. The thing is already cultivated. People are having a great time here. You're like that meme. That's what it is. You're like that meme. You're that stick figure in the background saying, stop having fun. Stop having fun. Stop. Don't have fun. You're not allowed to have fun. Stop. Mind you, we're just hanging around, fucking just chilling. And you're like, stop having fun, grifters. Stop. Don't do it. It's like, bro, you are grown ass adults. Figure it out. Figure out your life, man. Start somewhere, right? Start somewhere. Alyssa Mercante, start with your roof, okay? If I could give you any advice, a leaking roof is not a good thing. Start with your roof. You don't want to go into spring showers with a leaky roof. It's not good. Jake Steinberg, start with some testosterone therapy. Figure out a way that you could get some more testosterone in your body that can slowly but surely fix your bitch-made ass. And then on top of that, too, take some vitamin D because that'll help your hairline. But aside from that, grow the fuck up. Seriously. Figure it out. Figure out your lives. Because one of you is officially a former journalist.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor.
And the other one is going to eventually become a former journalist. It's only a matter of time. So figure it out, man. At least Alyssa Mercante is on Twitch pretending like she's streaming to an audience. So surely you could figure something out too, Jake Steinberg. Get some fucking testosterone therapy and figure it out. Start there. Boom. Free advice. I didn't even charge you. Testosterone therapy for Jake. Fixing Alyssa Mercante. Listen, you need some Mexicans? You need some Mexicans? I will call up Pablo right now, bro. You need some Mexicans? They'll fix the roof in like 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, he'll be there. And he takes cash, though. Listen, relax, he takes cash. He takes cash, okay? No cards. You know, Bobby doesn't do the card thing. You need to give him cash, okay? Down, you know. They don't want to pay tax. So, but I can call it. He'll be there. Fix it in 30 minutes. Done deal. It's crazy, bro. How are you still fighting people on Twitter and your roof is leaking, bro? That's crazy. That's hardcore shit. Anyway. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Alyssa Mercante, who's watching. Shout out to Jake Steinberg, who probably is watching. And shout out to Alyssa Mercante's lawyer, who's probably watching too. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, if you think reading super chats is sexual harassment, I really don't know what to say other than I would love to see that. That's just wow. Incredible. Yeah, that's it. That's all I really got, boys. That's it for the topic. Let's catch up on super chats.